Welcome back, friends. We are in lesson number 21. In lesson number 20, we saw how we can make a sprite go along a square path. Now, in this particular video, we are going to take a very interesting look at another of Scratch extensions, which is called the pen extension. And the question we are answering is that, can I somehow make the sprite draw wherever it goes, right? So basically, as the sprite moves, I want it to draw, right? The answer for that is obviously yes, and we'll see how we can do that, right? So recall we had this code where we made the sprite go around in a square, right? Now I fixed all these times to become equal so that the sprite nicely goes around in a square path, and since it's in a forever, it's going to do this forever and ever again, right? Now let's say I want the sprite to draw me a square, basically draw a line wherever it's going so that I end up with a square on the screen. How can I do that, right? So the answer to that question is I have to use something called a pen extension, right? Now pen extension, how do you get there? Well, just like any other extension, just like your text to speech, go to this bottom left corner and click on this thing called add extension. Once you do this, you will get a bunch of extensions. In here we are looking at pen, which says draw with your sprites, right? So the way to think about this pen extension is that it is like a pencil box for the sprite, right? So you, just like your pencil box has an eraser, multiple color pens, and so on. So similarly, the sprite also has all these facilities, right? Now to use this it requires a little bit of practice. What I'll do is that I'll put together a little bit of code and then we'll analyze it, right? So what I will do is I'll just stop this first. I'll say erase everything, so everything gets erased. I'll do a pen up. We'll talk about this one of the subsequent videos, why we need this. I'll go to the original point, which is this point, and then I'll say pen down, right? Now what does all this really mean, right? Erase all will erase everything on the screen except the backdrop, right? So everything that you have drawn as a sprite you have drawn, please erase everything. It's like a mega eraser. Pen up means put your pen up. Do not start drawing just yet. Be ready, be in a position to draw. Go to the original point and then put pen down, right? Pen down is when the sprite starts drawing. Well, sprite basically had the pen on his hand. The moment it says pen down, the pen goes and touches the paper, and thereafter it will draw a mark wherever it goes, right? So notice what will happen if I click this code. Sprite starts to draw a square here, right? And that's the reason it's drawing a square, is because we had asked it to go in a square path. We will talk more about this pen extension in the next few videos, but here I just want to make one point before wrapping this up, is that we may not want the sprite to keep doing this forever and ever again. So we can just put this in, let's say, one forever loop. I mean one, we don't need the forever here, so we can just do this, and now sprite erases everything and then nicely draws a square and then stays put, right? So this is how we can draw using the pen extension. Obviously there is a lot more detail that we want to cover in the next few videos, but I hope you will try this and you will find this useful. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.